It says we are live. Are we? That's the question. We are indeed.
We are.
How are we sounding?
That's what I'm checking right now.
So that can go.
I don't think I can be heard. Oh, yes, I can.
Yeah.
I'm just a little quiet.
Okay, let me turn the desktop audio up.
I think you are a little quiet as well.
Set to max. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Zeller? How's our audio levels, everybody? Are we okay? Welcome to our first couple of viewers.
Sounds okay. We're both good.
Okay, sorry. Now I've just got to do
and welcome Bjorn.
Just got to do the whoring around quickly.
Mike's Monsters, hello.
You said that before, Mike.
Mike says Adam mic on.
Can you only hear me, or can you hear?
Oh no, he says there he is. It's just a bit of a delay.
Okay, let me just share this to some of the groups. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. We're messing around with a new. Well, Mikey, you know it. It's Streamlabs.
Yep, we're finally abandoning yield NVIDIA Shadow Play, which is too bad because Shadow Play is really cool how it's just built-in software to your GPU, but it's been giving us too much of a headache at times. So
I do believe we have Joe back with us.
welcome back, Joe. No worries, no worries. We all get busy.
To be fair, we didn't really stream much last month anyway, did we?
That's true. No.
Right, I think that's all shared. Let's close that down and let's load up Elgato. Oh, I don't need to have this.
What?
I don't need to have YouTube up. I can just have Streamlabs up on the other desktop. What? The monitor. There we go. Okay.
Well, does it show you the comments just right on Streamlabs?
It does show me the comments right on Streamlabs.
Ooh, that's pretty fancy. White Abaddon, here we go again. Abaddon? I always do that. I'm sorry. It's like I need to pick one or the other, and it's Abaddon. Abaddon is better than Abaddon, so I just need to drill it into my brain.
Abaddon. It sounds like the movie version they used to call the planet in Stargate, the first planet.
We are from Abaddon.
They were Abadonians in the show, but Abaddon in the books. Right, so I'm loading up now and switching scene. There we go. So it should have now changed on the stream.
Ekenrock says, I'm painting up. I'm only calling you Ekenrock because that's what you in the chat.
It's Joe.
I know, but everyone else has seen him as Ekenrock. So it says he's painting up some Blade Runner miniatures while he's listening to us guys. Well, thank you. I didn't even know there were Blade Runner miniatures. Is there a Blade Runner miniature game? Or is it like a custom thing?
I've invited you, by the way.
Okay.
My missus actually just brought some Star Wars Legions minis today. The shop that we go to for our other nerd games had a deal on where if you brought the Mando, you got a free promo alternate sculpt of Grogu. And she doesn't even play the game. We don't even play the game. She's just obsessed with Grogu and brought one of the minis. She could have this other Grogu.
So you sent me an invite?
Yes.
Try again.
Custom painted miniatures for the upcoming RPG is what he says. Invite to game. There you go. Oh, did it show that on the stream? Or is that? Oh, yeah, it does show that on the screen. Okay. Yeah, stream. I only really used Streamlabs when I was first testing it, and then yeah, well, the last stream balked, so we decided to just use this one today. Are you being an alien? Are you pretending to be an alien?
Yep. What are our tactical opportunities? So we got Doc. Complete any The Only Way to Be Sure mission.
And 30 synthetics.
Well, so maybe we do the first mission, The Only Way to Be Sure?
Yeah, sure. Both as Doc. Oh,
Double
God.
Doc.
Double Doc it, okay. Alright, what we're gonna go for weapon wise? Plasma rifle, of course. Oh, I'm still working on
the machine gun.
I'm still starting up these. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. I'll mess about with that later. Okay. You interested in that Blade Runner RPG?
Yeah, I mean, if only for anything, just for the lore and the artwork, because they did a good job on the Alien RPG with that. So.
Is it Gasker again?
I don't know if he's doing.
No, Gasker was doing Terminator, wasn't he? He wasn't doing Blade Runner.
Yeah. Sigmar says custom printed miniatures for the upcoming RPG. Interesting.
I actually started reading the Clone and Marines manual the other day. I just fancied a little break from Vasquez. I just started reading some of the opening timeline stuff from this, and I was like, I remember why I loved the RPG so much, just from a lore aspect. I've started up and sent you an invite, by the way. To the mission.
This is the big one,
I still wish they
Fireteam.
would put together.
The
I know they did a
Telesio hive
PDF of
must
it,
be
but
destroyed.
if they did like a
Stop the
proper
spread
art book,
here.
Yeah.
The team will advance ahead of you and rig the refinery
maybe
for
after the next
self-destruct.
few
You'll follow
expansions.
and keep their path to safety
Okay,
open.
what do we want? How about just 35% more damage? Well,
Sure.
What difficulty are we doing?
Just standard.
Well, that'll be too easy then. Let's just do.
Do you want Robot Carnival?
What's that?
Random Wayland Yutani synthetic spawn throughout the mission. Or is that going to make it too silly? Nah,
let's
it'd be
do it.
fine. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Let me get rid of mine. Because then we get more of our synthetic kills, right? Oh,
exactly.
I am Doc. Okay, I am Doc.
That's it. Let's grab some of those. And do I want any personal? No, we'll go drones. Okay.
Dizzy Bubbles, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello.
So Joe asks, how was everybody's Halloween? Did you do anything this year?
You know, we were going to have a party, but we had a number of last-minute cancellations, unfortunately, and so it didn't end up happening, which is a shame because we've hosted some pretty fun Halloween parties in the past. I did go to a really good Halloween party of a friend's the previous weekend.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one with the photos you showed me?
Yeah, where I was Jason Voorhees.
Oh no, not that. That's not the one I'm thinking. Oh, that was your birthday. I'm thinking of your birthday with that.
Fireteam from 3rd Platoon has point and is moving ahead of us. Their call
Adam's missus. Adam's missus with the Halloween
thing.
costume
thing.
thing.
That was when I was in LA. Game volume is very loud. Might maybe just turn it down in the menu in game.
Yeah, let's deal with this. You're not in game?
Not with you, I'm not. Oh, yes, I
There
am.
you are.
Okay, I just fell behind.
You're still at the start.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, just turn down the master volume in game, and that should solve it.
Settings, audio, master volumes are already relatively low, to be fair. All right, how's that, Mikey? I'm not used to being the one streaming, so.
You gotta switch it up sometimes.
Yeah, but you're just the better player. So
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
Go Fireteam, we're seeing synth activity. Give me a sit rep, Molina.
Didn't they have this Wailing Newtonian rifle in one of the recent books, the Halberd?
yes, it was in Infernos,
Arno's Fall, right? Yeah.
which was it? It was in Infernos, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll prowl
I did
around.
like how they're incorporating more of the weapons from this game.
Yeah, that was something I really liked as well, because it was one of the things that I found really disappointing about Colony War. Because it was you know, a three-world empire, a three-world empire colony, and everybody's just using pulse rifles. You know, nobody was using any of the Wayland kit. Which was annoying to me.
Trying to build a universe here, guys. Let's get it right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from a nitpicky fan perspective, it was annoying.
Mike says it's better now. Sizzy says, "Fine here. You guys are clear too. Good. Yeah, we should have made the switch earlier."
Well, to be fair, I mean, we don't always go robotic until.
Yeah. But we'll see. Let us know if we go robot. I doubt we will, because that seemed to be just a shadow play problem.
It did.
From what we deduced.
So White Baden says, I don't remember the halberd in Infernos. They had hyperdyne weapons. I'm sure I remember a plasma weapon being mentioned. Did the hyperdynes guys have some? I can't remember.
In Inferno's Fall, yeah, they
Yeah.
had the plasma rifles.
They definitely mentioned plasma rifles, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also points out that the Royal Colonial Marines at least had the NSG-23s.
JM asks, has there been any news on the new Alien game from Servios? Unfortunately, no. Hopefully we'll get some. That would be nice, but we have 2 games to look forward to next year. Dark Descent and whatever the Servios one is going to be called. So very much looking forward to that. I hope it's like a showcase title for the PSVR 2. That would be nice.
I hope it works on the old PSVR. I don't want to buy a new one.
Oh, it probably won't. They've kind of sunset that one.
Ah.
Oh, grenade. I regretted not getting it though, because there were a lot of cool PSVR experiences that I just missed out on. Like the first Star Wars Battlefront had one. There was like Until Dawn. It was like a light gun shooter. Like all the good light gun games are just in VR now.
I mostly only used it for what's the dance game? The Beat Saber. That was it.
Yeah, that one was really popular. I never tried that one though. I still have my Oculus though, and I've been meaning to try like the Star Wars Vader Immortal ones. I hear those are good.
Oh, damn. That's
I'm
my fault for getting in the middle of them all.
Oh yeah, let's fall back a little bit.
It's because I was running out of plasma
Healing back
rounds then.
here. If you want to back up a few steps.
It's alright, I'm in it, I think. No, I'm not.
Mike says, I don't want to spend a lot of money to play an Aliens game. Well, that's why we're hoping the VR is optional.
But
Like you see with the Resident Evil games.
yeah, I mean, I do hope it's pants. I'm out. Did they announce it as a VR? I can't remember now.
They did, but it said the wording was like VR and major platforms or something. So the wording, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but the wording made it sound like it would be optional, which would be ideal. Because a lot of really good VR games have that, and like Resident Evil 7, and they're adding it to Village, where you can play through the whole game as just you normally would, or in VR.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the optional is always going to be a good play.
I mean, can you imagine if they did, like, I know this is just a pipe dream, but Alien Isolation Remastered, 4K, ray tracing, full VR support, maybe add like 2 extra chapters. Like, how awesome would that be?
It would be amazing. Have you tried it in the VR mods?
I have, yeah. I did try that one that we did for our channel once, and it was really cool. I need to just go back and play through the whole game like that.
Mate, I could just about cope with maybe an hour.
Before it got too much, or did you get the headache? Or,
Because I started to get really warm. But it was a fantastic experience. There's no two ways about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I guess, wasn't there that leak on the one NVIDIA like streaming platform that there was a VR version planned at one point?
I don't know
We
if
saw
they,
the artwork for it.
I don't know if they planned one as such, other than they were playing with the idea of one. I don't think it was ever officially announced or anything, or... But yeah, I mean, after doing like those proper VR sort of arcades, and of course you went through Descent as well, didn't you?
Oh my god, yeah. Like Mike can attest to this because he did it with me. That's like one of the coolest Alien things I've ever done, was that attraction. I'm so sad they haven't like brought it back.
I think
that was like the most immersive virtual Alien experience I've ever had. Like it was ridiculous, really. And I did it with Sizzy Bubbles as well, so she can also attest to that.
Have you done any of the generic like VR arcade experience things?
Not really. I wanted to do that Predator VR, which was weird because we got like the trophy announcements.
Yeah,
for that.
for PlayStation, didn't we?
Yeah, but it was only licensed to like VR arcade places. I was gonna do one, then the pandemic hit. They were gonna let me record it for the channel, and now I have yet to find a place that's still doing that. So,
is the same arcade not doing it?
no, not anymore. Well, actually, that arcade shut down. The pandemic got it, so that's why.
Oh damn!
But there's some other arcades around here that have the VR.
Well, I do.
As Dizzy Bubble says, "Oh my god, I had so much fun with that." Yeah.
I do think the footage from the PlayStation VR did end up online, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. Oh, did it?
Yes.
For the Predator one?
Yes.
Huh. From PlayStation? Really? I'll have to look into that.
I don't think it was necessarily the PlayStation version, but the arcade version.
Well, that's why, because the arcade version is on Steam, but it's only licensed to like
That's the one Blue Fireteam sealed.
arcades. It's weird because like the game still has a listing on Steam.
Right.
But so if there's some way you can get around that and be like, hey, I'm an arcade, here's my license. But so that's why they should just release it. But it had like multiplayer and everything. It's weird that nothing ever really came of that.
But yeah, so I mean, I've done some generic kind of sci-fi walk around ones, like you would have done with Descent. and even then I was like, man, this is just.
What did you do?
I think it was some custom stuff from an arcade and developers over in the UK.
But were you like untethered? Was it like a fully explorable environment and all that?
Well, within the confines of the room, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
When
were you
then?
moving through different rooms and stuff
In reality or in the game?
in the game?
In the game, yeah. So it'd cheat you around by putting you in an elevator or a lift or something.
Oh, would the elevator like feel like it's moving and all that?
No, not quite like that. But I mean, in terms of like getting you into different gameplay spaces in the game.
In Alien Descent, you would get on like a cargo lift, and it would feel like it's moving, and it would totally trick your brain, because like the lift would kind of sway a little bit when you stepped on it.
Ah, damn it.
And it was the same thing with the environment too. Like outside, it felt cold and breezy, and then as soon as you go into the mine, it gets like stuffy.
That's
like you're in an alien hive.
proper doing the
Yeah.
the environmental
Right.
stuff. But moving on.
Oh yeah, we got them all, didn't we?
Yeah.
I need more G fuel. I gotta get focused.
Have you only
That's
just
what.
woke up?
That's what we gotta talk to. The.
Use your words.
about. Yeah, that's why I need G fuel. Alien G fuel tie-in. That's what we need. Call it Xeno Zip.
Yes.
Although that would be a little bit too old school.
That's all right. They can. Oh, good lord.
Oh man, this must be the card we played
Yeah.
here.
That was funny.
As he says, was that the grid? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
I think she might be talking about the generic ones that.
Oh.
Nope.
Ooh.
Took us both down there. I'll have a look for the arcade. It's like Zero Latency, I think was what it was called. Like the company.
Here.
It was great. I really enjoyed it. Oh, on me.
You would have lost your mind over the alien one.
Oh, I have no doubt that I would have just.
It blew me away.
It's one of those ones that I'm going to be forever jealous of the other people who got to experience it. You know, things like Alien War and Descent, I'm going to forever hate you for.
It says the G Fuel is melting his brain. No, I haven't had it yet.
That's the problem.
But I do have it right here. So have you still not found your Prowler? Whoa, we got a bunch of
No, I have not found the Prowler in the UK shops as yet. Which I'm gonna have to buy it online, and I hate buying NECA figures online. Because I like to be able to actually judge the quality of the figure in my hand.
Where do you usually buy it online?
I don't normally buy online, so.
Well, I mean, if you had to, where would you buy it? Like,
there's a shop I used a few years back a couple of times, and they always did me good. So I'll probably just try and find their details in my emails.
I usually do Big Bad Toy Store, and I think they're international. And they have an option where, like, you pay an extra $2, and they go through their inventory and they pick the best one. It's a little silly, I know, but
Capitalism at work.
they call it collector grade.
Collector's insurance. We won't send you the cross-eyed one, we promise.
I guess we better get these turrets loaded. I'll get the others since we're getting
I've already done the other one.
almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're all done. You're right, my brain is melted. Too much caffeine. dock feels pretty useless, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we gotta get the challenges. Come on, where are you? I know there's.
Chicken Rock says, slightly off topic, but I'm super excited for the NECA Bela Lugosi Dracula figure. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know they were doing that one.
Anything other than Alien and Predator, right? That's NECA's motto at the minute.
Yeah, they have seemed to slow down with that. I mean, they still have Feral coming. That'll be a pretty successful one, I imagine.
We haven't seen any. They haven't actually released any pictures of it yet, have they? You guys only know.
They did do that tease for their 31 Nights of Halloween or whatever they did. So
yes, that's quite. Yeah, that's quite. I'm looking forward to that one.
Tom, not saying dock is useless. Just if you're only using docks, like multiple docks, it's kind of useless. Dock can be very much in handy, but I don't think you need more than one.
Well, that's only because we're both event chasing. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? We're doing the tactical opportunity challenge. That's the word I was looking for.
Blue Fireteam, how are you doing?
Wait, let's get out of here.
Their Fireteam faces multiple xenomorph assaults. 2 Marines injured, 1 severely.
Come on then. Marines, we are leaving! Oh, sorry, should I say expedition guy? Behind us.
Yeah, I'm still a Marine. I just like to dress up and pull flares sometimes.
I like to think I found you, hidden away.
Oh, it's only for elite synthetics.
Oh.
That's the challenge.
You're at our outer defense perimeter.
That's unfortunate. Nah, I'm better off not using anything at the minute, aren't I? We're only on standard after all.
Then come!
Yes, it's a good card for getting in everybody's way, though. As in making the synths and the aliens.
Attack each
Yeah.
other, yeah. Speaking of the Prowler, that Prime 1 statue looks really cool, and I hope they do more.
You got any of the Prime 1 stuff?
No, I have the Sideshow Alien King. And that's like one of the snazziest piece of Alien collectibles I own, but I'm tempted by the Prime 1 Prowler, but if they did like a Prime 1 Monica, like, oh man, that would be super tempting.
It's alright, just buy NECA's albino.
That's different. Monica's more like she's dark with the white stripes.
That's fair, I'll give you that. I still hope they explore that concept properly one day.
I want to lock down this whole damn tower.
Or that story idea of knowing the host.
Damage control systems.
You're just knocking her. Oh, there you are.
Says grab the won't stop till they kill you challenge card. Works with the elite challenge. Oh, okay, so I guess that sends the elite synthetics after you.
That might be the one that constantly respawns one.
Thanks for the tip. Some of the few windows on this space station.
It's a refinery.
Refinery, that's right. I guess it doesn't really need windows if it's a refinery, huh? Nice. Well,
We're waiting for it to get me.
yeah, maybe.
Whoa. Eggs. Don't get close. Melina, you read? Give me a sit rep.
Oh. Goddamn face huggers. So, you know how I'd generally been enjoying Vasquez?
You're close to finishing it now, aren't
I'm
you?
I'm about halfway through it more than anything. It's getting silly now.
That sucks.
But we'll see if it maintains this silliness.
Is it getting silly? Can you tell me without going into spoilers?
It's doing the thing I don't like where it just does something stupid with the aliens. I can't really go into...
Get out of here.
It's alright, the synths and the bursters are busy. What we're getting here? Caelim's joined us, and I know this game was meant to be team play with others, but I wish the AI was more helpful solo. Yeah, well, I mean, no, that was from Jared Griffin. Sorry, Caelim just says hi. Hi, Caelim. What do you think about that?
I agree. I wish you could. It would be cool if you could customize Alpha and Beta a bit more and give them specific weapons, change their loadouts. Like, that would be better. But I'm glad we have something. So if you want to play the game single player, you still can and can still get the challenges. But
I mean,
it would be nice if there was a bit more depth with that, for sure.
I quite like it being a team game, I'll be honest.
Yeah. As do I.
Because I do have a lot of fun with this when we're all on together. Even though Chevy's deserted us for today. Oop.
Sizzy says, LOL me. Hey, Sizzy, you've gotten on with us. But yes, she has played a lot with Alpha and Beta.
I'm surprised she don't play more with you and everybody.
Damage control room's just ahead.
I haven't been playing this too often.
What are you on at the
I'm
minute?
completely out of it.
Yeah, same. But we'll get some soon.
Actually, I've been playing this new game with Caleb called Rumbleverse. It's free, so I need you to try it because it's. Did you ever play Power Stone back in the day on like Dreamcast?
Nope.
Okay, well, so it's like it's hard to describe. It's like a brawler, wrestler, smasher game, but a battle royale. And you can like throw enemies to your teammates, and they'll like body slam them off buildings. It's totally ridiculous. Very cartoony style, kind of like Fortnite. I was almost like turned off about it from that at first, but it's so fun. and I've been quite loving it.
Ah.
So I've been playing a lot of that. I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 since that just came out. Got through the campaign, and I will be playing Warzone when that component comes out in a couple weeks. Galen says, how come you guys aren't playing the new city map plus 10 comic predators and hunting grounds? I ask the same question all the time, man. It's been a while since I've played hunting grounds, because usually these days I'll wait till there's an update and then I'll be on for a good week or two, and then it'll be off to other games again. And this is the first time ever they've broken their every other month schedule they've had for like more than a year. And it could just be because they just launched Ghostbusters, so they were really focused on getting that out. Maybe we'll still see an update by the holidays, but I think if it's past December and we still haven't seen anything, we can go ahead and ring the death bell for that game, unfortunately.
Oh, I can't remember what I mapped the ability to. There we go.
Please install a wireless
Yeah, I think it's dead. I think it's done with now.
allow you to override the system.
They still have 2 Predators. They're supposed to release the Amazon and Celtic. They're complete. They've been mined. Like, oh, and Tracker. Tracker was also mined. Whatever happened to Tracker? I want my Tusky Predator.
It's done. It's all done. It's not. You're not going to get any more.
Ilfadak.
It makes me so sad. That game just literally.
So much potential underutilized, yeah, unfortunately. That game was a banger. I still have fun whenever I get on that game with friends. But I mean, we say that as hardcore fans, naturally. Like, we don't know the game's actual performance metrics and, you know, what they had to deal with in terms of the lawsuit and all that.
Oh, I'm sure the lawsuit really effed it up, yeah. Are you just going around killing eggs?
Yep.
Okay. It's like Alpha's having fun with you.
I think you can start it and then we can just defend over here, can't we?
Yes, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, we can go to our little hidey spot, remember?
Well, you don't need that on standard. But okay,
true.
there you go.
Initiating door overrides. Subdeck 5 through deck 35.
This is where we get done from behind by spawning synths. So I think White Adam was saying, do you think the silly stuff will hold Vasquez back, or will it be a good book still? We'll see how pervasive it gets, I guess. Like I'm about halfway through it. I'm about 200 and something pages into it. And for the most part, it has been more about the human characters than anything relating to Alien and Predator. Alien, sorry. Which had been okay because I actually really enjoyed a lot of the Vasquez backstory, hearing Juvie with Drake and stuff like that. And her daughter has been interesting. But the main problem I'm having with the book, until the silly stuff, was just it feels so contemporary. Nothing about it particularly feels alien outside of the character names. Which is, well, it's unfortunate, but... And then we got like a couple of chapters of alien related stuff interspersed throughout it all, as if it's just going, yeah, we know it's an alien thing, don't worry. And then it started to ramp up the alien bits and pieces, and I just sort of rolled my eyes at what was done.
So you're about halfway through, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we really don't have many announcements. I mean, there's Enemy of My Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it, right?
Yes.
Well, we just got an omnibus announcement, so that's a good sign. I mean, they still have plans. But
Well, I mean,
nothing...
it's out.
Is it?
Yeah, the Tim Levin one.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, out.
Oh, okay.
The Shadow Trilogy, I think they called it, or the Shadow Collection.
If we're lucky, we'll see the start of Marvel's ADP next year. I think we have Alien Omnibus 3? Aliens Omnibus 3?
Yes,
that's
the
supposed to come out
Marvel.
before the end of the year. Yeah. And Predator Omnibus 1 is supposed to come out before the end of the year. Sissy Bubble says, barely even played Hunting Grounds, was mostly Ridgetop's photo subject. Yes, and I very much appreciate that. Caleb and Mike were also my photo subjects in that game.
Yeah, I used to find it very boring. No, Adam, I want to play a game, not model a game.
Hey, they
You got tweeted a lot.
There was a Discord group that was they put on like a fashion show.
Yes,
in that
yes,
game. It
I
was pretty
remember
hilarious.
that. Well, I mean, that was a nice thing about the game as well, was the customization. And to be fair, you know, it's been one of the things I've really liked about this is the customization.
Sergeant, I see a very large signal.
Size of a goddamn truck.
Uh-oh, Victorian.
Honestly, I think the Praetorian's probably the only one that... only enemy I'm not massively interested in this game.
Yeah.
But the guard queen.
I mean, they're more intimidating on the higher difficulties, for sure.
I think I always preferred 2010's take on the Praetorian
All ducts sealed. The Kasi Tower is isolated.
in the single player.
We don't leave our people
Thanks.
behind. You know these
So
things.
White Baden says, hopefully we'll get an Alex
Fireteam.
White omnibus. That would be the best alien omnibus of all time, arguably. No
Would be
arguably
a
about it.
excellent.
It would be. It would be great. Sissy says it's both cool but also kind of a shame when players have to find ways to make their own fun.
I mean, I had a lot of fun with Hunting Grounds. Just, you know.
Just when it seemed to die a death after a year or so.
Well,
That-
no, I mean, there was even into year 2, it was pretty active. Like, I never had too much trouble finding matches. I haven't tried it recently. I think the last few times we got on, we're starting to see more bots.
Yeah. Well, we struggled last time.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do Giants in the Earth.
Oh. Yeah, because we only need the elite synthetic, so we might as well do that one because it'll have the most. And then we can play that card that Tom mentioned.
What do I want to go as? Lancer. Do some leveling up the micro burst, I guess. Oh, no, I've got to have my ape suit on. I'm so glad the ape suit made it into the game.
Yeah.
That's like my favourite. It's impractical as fuck, but you know, it's my favourite costume.
That's pretty great.
JM was agreeing with me there. I'm halfway through the Vasquez book myself. It's wonderfully written and some nice character building, but like you said, it's contemporary. It doesn't feel like it belongs in Alien. Yeah, so, you know, like you were saying, it's great character building. The stuff with Vasquez, Jeanette Vasquez herself, was brilliant. You know, I really loved that first part. And I've really enjoyed the character development that's been going off. But yeah, it don't feel like Alien. Outside of the names. White Band says, I could see them putting Colony War in, however I would prefer that to stay with the RPG books if they get out into an omnibus. Yeah. Yeah, I think if they were ever to happen, if that was an omnibus that was ever to happen, it would be as that trilogy, I think. Even though they're not really that tied together. Which one is it we need to do? Giants or Contact or Evacuate? I think it's Evacuate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Should we go standard again?
Yeah.
Alright, I've started the game.
Oh, whoops.
We're closing in on
Right, so what was the card? They won't stop or something.
It's a trade secret.
Yeah, a reference to Terminator, right?
Tiny security synths ahead. Cut through them.
I don't know if I have that one.
And get her people home safe.
Won't stop until you're dead. Yes, I've got that one. There we go.
Oh wait, that's a heavy synth. That's not an elite synth, I think.
Would it count to it still?
No, we need the elite synths.
Well, surely the heavies are elites.
I don't know, do they count? I thought the elites were like the sniper ones, or...
Fuck it, give it a go. Come on.
Okay.
I don't think there's as much of a delay in the stream as well as with Shadow Play.
White Abaddon says the RPG trilogy feels more like a separate novels, each starting their own storylines instead of being one shared narrative.
Yeah, that seems right, doesn't it?
I mean, what do you mean by the RPG trilogy?
It means Colony War, Infernos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got the wrong weapon.
And then Enemy of My Enemy.
Yeah.
But they're also like sequels to Alex White's books, so.
Yeah.
But they don't feel like a trilogy. Like it didn't. Inferno's Fall really did not feel like a sequel to Colony War.
Thank God. But then I guess it's supposed to be all about the political tensions and stuff, isn't it? It's Fallout.
White Madden says, I feel like they shouldn't have been marketed as a trilogy, and instead separate novels. Well, were they really heavy on the marketing as them as a trilogy, though?
I think so. Because it was... Or did we all just misinterpret it when they announced that they were doing...
I mean, it's not
RPG.
like Out of the Shadows, where it's they call it like Book 2 or whatever. Speaking of that trilogy, would you say Out of the Shadows was your favorite of those three?
Of those three, probably, yeah. I mean, once you got, once you got over the whole Ripley misadventure thing, I found it distracting on the first read through because I was just like, so how does she lose her memories? But after that, yeah, I enjoyed it. But you're going to be reading Rage War for the first time soon, aren't you? Oh,
yes.
I forgot to change that as well.
That's going to be our December AVP party.
Oh, the first one. But you'll get to see something that I really, really loved in that series, which was the Rage and the Phase. Sizzy says, "Oh yeah, finger and flute time."
Hey, we finally got the soundtrack released.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you get the soundtrack? Oh, where's the thing?
I don't think it was released.
It's downstairs. It might be downstairs. No, it's
so-
just on Amazon, won't it?
Yeah,
Use
I
it.
just have a Spotify subscription, so I just listen to it on there. But no, I haven't bought the MP3s. I just have it saved to my Spotify Alien and Predator playlist.
Well, I've brought it. I've supported them.
I mean, it still supports the artist because they get revenue based on Spotify plays for subscribers. So,
Okay.
but if they come out with a
then.
physical copy, like a CD or vinyl, I'll buy it in a second for sure.
Not going to happen
But
now,
I
is it?
just-
Though?
It still does. You still get vinyl releases and physical releases, but yeah, not nearly as
I mean,
much.
Praise hasn't either, has it?
You know what's weird is you're starting to see some cassette tapes become like a thing again.
Of course.
Like, I've seen some new release cassette tapes for some albums.
We all love our retro, don't we?
Yeah, in today's oversaturated digital world, people like their nostalgia
And their
and
ownership.
analog stuff. Yeah, that's true, because you never know when the company could just pull ownership. Caleb says, ultimate whimsy. Here's our synth heavy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the synth heavies are not the elites, because you can see a picture of the elites on the, if you press escape and see your challenges. I think they're a specific type of synth.
I've missed some comments here, so what's it saying? Whiteban says, I'd argue the political tensions in these new books is pretty poor. It's never in focus and only ever happening in the background. We know nothing, but there's issues going on. I mean, that's fair. That's an entirely fair comment. Joe says, I liked most of Rage War, didn't care for the ending and some of the Predator stuff. So yeah, I struggled a bit with some of the Predator stuff in the first book, but then Tim Levin very much took the comments on board and resolved it for the next two, in my opinion. Although they were the Outger, and everybody knows how much I hate the Outger.
Sizzy says, sure would like a physical version. Ridgetop knows he's seen my physical movie collection. Indeed, it is impressive.
Lot of EM traffic
Ah!
next
Whoa.
road.
Fair.
Yeah, he just spawned right there.
Well, he didn't stick about for long.
Heal.
Need some ammo for this rocket. Micro launcher.
Battle for the door. Nope, how big energy spike from that synth.
I'm still wounded. We haven't had the anniversary shorts in physical yet.
Yeah, I know. That would be a great little Blu-ray or something. Could put some. I'm sure they recorded some behind-the-scenes making of stuff for that.
Well, there's some little featurettes. There's some little featurettes on the YouTube. But nothing substantial.
Whiteabaden says there's too much telling, not showing. We need to see the troubles happening. Not sure. Not sure. Been told that something is happening, but not even calling it by its name. What are you referring to there?
Console set. Ready for overload.
JM says I'd love to see AVP2 added to Steam. Good old games with the licensing minefield. Yeah, I would so love a re-release of that game. I think it could do really well if they could just figure out the rights issues. But I guess they did with GoldenEye, so that was also a minefield.
Inbound. Get set up.
Yeah, well, with this one now, it's another film company owns Sierra,
Monolith.
don't they? Yeah, Monolith. Sorry. Because doesn't Warner Brothers own them?
Warner Brothers owns Monolith, yeah, so you'd have to have... Well, I don't know, because, like... I don't know how it'd work. Because Sierra doesn't really exist anymore.
One's got heavy weapons.
They were the publisher.
The heavy's got an escort detail.
But if that happened, if you had just a remastered AVP2, maybe even like Halo Anniversary, where you could switch between old and new graphics, but it played exactly the same.
Yeah, that'd be ace.
How good would that be?
I
think it's
love
still-
the Halo Anniversary.
I think it's still one of the most played. One of the most requested Good Old Games releases.
And it always gets brought up with Night Dive as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, they would be the perfect ones to do it, because those are the masters of remastering the retro games.
Joe says he wants to see us play some AVP2 again. Oh,
I
well,
played some last week actually. There was an active server.
well, there normally is. I mean, we can jump on for next... We can do AVP2 next week, if you fancy.
Oh, I always fancy some AVP2. Yeah, let's do that.
Me
I
too.
wonder if Streamlabs can show like comments on the screen so that viewers can see them as well, in case they're watching on like
Yeah.
a phone or something.
Mikey, can we do that? Honestly, all I checked was the start stream, end stream, and switch scenes bit. Credan's joining us. Is that our
What do you
Credan?
mean?
I can never remember if that's our Credan from the boards.
Are you the Credan from the boards, Credan?
So, White Abaddon says they keep telling the reader there is tension amongst the factions, but never show us this or give us more information besides that, oh, this is happening, is what they mean. And it also says the new books lean too much on people having read the RPGs to know what events they're referring to. Yes, I totally get you there, because I said the same sort of thing about the way the background was handled in Colony War, especially when they have a goddamn journalist as the main character, and there was plenty of delivery for giving your characters information.
Yep.
And Credan says yes it is. It is our Credan from the boards. Welcome. JM says gotta get a game of SUK Stronghold on AVP2. Seems to be the only server that's ever active, I think, generally these days, is the SUK Stronghold one. Oh, behind us, but I actually get a little bored of that one, because it can sometimes get very bottlenecky. Which I know it's intended to do. It's intended to be the Halo, not Halo, the Aliens, you know, sort of last stand kind of moment, but still. We should do some more custom single player missions for that as well.
Yeah.
I do
They
the
never
fear
did
maps.
Under the Hunter's Moon.
Side, Sierra's advancing.
I don't remember if I ever finished it.
I had to use cheats. It was very difficult.
There was a couple, and I remember one in particular being so hard.
That one was very difficult.
Did you ever play Hostile Appetites? The one where it was aliens.
Played it. I played it. That one I never finished, but I played it.
I didn't finish that one either. I ended up missing like 2 or 3 colonists. But yeah, that was one of the things I always loved about AVP2 was all the custom maps.
Nicholas Wendell Delmina, if I'm saying that correctly. The most recent books, they feel somehow a watered-down version of Aliens. Not sure how to explain it.
When you say the most recent, you're talking the RPG trilogy.
Deep Bubble says, yes, you can put on-screen chat box in Streamlabs. We'll have to do that. I mean, something where it's not, like, distracting, but, like,
Yeah.
cool little alien themed overlay, something. Did you guys like that, or you like just seeing the screen clean?
Clear. Rodriguez, we're getting close. I know. Though the danger
The White Band
increases,
says now, unless you've read the Operations Manual and know what the Colony and Frontier Wars are, you'd be lost in the books. Yeah, they really didn't handle some of the background very well. But then again, I never felt lost in Infernos. I thought it was more Colony War that was a problem when it came to that kind of thing. White Baden says, in a more positive post, I've been rereading Phalanx and my god, it is magnificent. You are not wrong there, my friend. Easily one of the best Alien novels. I mean, that does not feel like Alien in the traditional sense, but it is fucking brilliant.
Yeah. And there was a mini AVP sequel to that as well, which was nice to see.
Oh, speaking of Tim Leben earlier, did you see our little interactions on Twitter?
Mm-mm.
I was saying, oh, one day I'm going to have to do a short story about Hoop.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah.
If there's ever another
walk careful,
Alien
shoot.
anthology,
Yeah,
that would
man.
be a perfect story to tell, is what happened to Hoop.
The thing is, I said to Tim, I was like, well, the question is it about a guy coming across the corpse of Hoop, or is it about Hoop?
Yeah, Sizzy says you can make the chat box foggy or transparent. Lots of options. I think a tutorial binge of Streamlabs is in order. Because if it's working this well for us now, and we haven't sounded like robots yet, I think we just need to switch to that. What about StreamYard that we already used? Does that have any sort of integration?
No,
with
that is not.
or
That is not
totally
for this.
different?
That is not for
Okay.
this.
Yeah, I figured that was kind of its own thing.
So Credan also asks, I have a question. Do you guys plan on doing Eric Red or Vincent Ward's unused draft episodes?
Vincent
Preferably
Ward's
this year, anniversary. No, it's not happening this year, mate. But we will get to them. Yes.
It feels like half the podcasts this year have been Prey podcasts.
Yeah, there has been a lot. I was thinking about Eric Red's not long back actually for an episode. Probably one to maybe potentially do early next year. I was never that big on Vincent Ward's, I must be honest. I know that was one that was very much lamented as a missed brilliant opportunity kind of thing, but it was just
I think it's still
way too out there.
Yeah, I think it'd still be out there and crazy, but I do like the artistic aesthetic, like Gothic Cathedral. I do like how surreal the concept is. So as far as like a novel or a graphic novel on that story, oh yeah, I'd love that to be told. That would be my next Alien 3 choice. Well, actually no, I don't know. My next Alien 3 choice would be Alien 5. If we got a graphic novel or...
As in Neil Blomkamp's.
Neil Blomkamp's, yeah.
You are obsessed with that. Even after everything we know about that, you are...
It was just so close to happening, man. I just
Yeah,
wanna
but
see
it
what
would
was
have
all
been
about.
so bad. We need
knows,
to
man?
do a piece on that.
Yeah, we do. We need to compile everything we know and find some juicy stuff that y'all haven't seen. That would be cool. But if they just did an art book, they're still like that. You can't deny the concept art was awesome.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
probably a whole bunch of concept art we haven't seen for that.
I'm glad it never happened.
Says concept of a wooden planet is amazing, but the draft wasn't very good. I've never actually read it all the way through, so I wouldn't mind doing a podcast on that.
Well, there's two drafts. There's only one out there in the public. Though.
They did a play on that too, right?
Yes, some Scottish fans did.
We're not gonna
Yeah,
leave you with
so
their
maybe that could be
hands,
part of it.
Rodriguez.
I don't know.
You're not understanding me. I repeat,
So Credan saying I've got to reread Phalanx. Yeah, man. Any excuse to reread that. White Baden says the defense of Lemonhold is a standout. Yeah, I was surprised how well they made all the Scott Siegler. made all the combat work in that book. It just, yeah, it's very well done. James says, in terms of books, I'd like to see more unused film scripts be adapted into novels. I know Peter Briggs wants his AVP script adapted. Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping Pat Cadigan's sold well enough that Titan would be interested in doing more. And I certainly liked it. I thought Pat Cadigan did a very good job. Oh, for fuck's sake. I have his already here. Oops. Do you think Tom set us up?
Perhaps. But no, they're not too difficult.
Not on this. So yeah, you want Neil Blomkamp's for another book. I'd like to see Peter Briggs novelised or comic formed. Just give me all the adaptations. That's all I want.
I'd like to see. Who did the original AVP script again?
Peter Briggs. That's what we're just.
Right. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's why. I was thinking. Well, he didn't do Alien 3 draft, did he? Or you were just referring to his AVP?
I was just referring to his AVP.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. We're on the same page then.
Caleb says Eric Red's AK, the one where everything goes nuts. Yeah, the one where everything turns into an alien.
Wasn't there a David Toohey one as well? Was that ever a full screenplay?
Yes, so there was the David Toohey one, which was the prison space station, which was probably one of the better ones. He did another draft or two that aren't out there in the public.
I need you to speak plain, Rodriguez.
Joe says, what do we know about Alien 5? A bit more than is probably out there, but yeah, look, everything I know about that film, I'm so glad that it never happened.
Well, we just made a new connection as well who worked on Alien 5, so we may be talking to someone else soon.
Now I'm trying to remember who you mean.
Yeah, I told you about it. It was recent. When I went out to LA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got a whole bunch of androids.
What do you think? If there was a name for a plural group of androids, what do you think it'd be? A gaggle? Collective?
Collective, yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? A collective of androids.
A gander?
I don't know, what's a computer term for more than one of a thing? A network of androids?
Well,
But then they would have to be interconnected, so what if they're independent from each other?
You know what, I can't even think of anything.
Is it Kraden or Kraden, by the way? I'm gonna do the same thing. Kradan.
I generally go for Kradan.
Kradan. Okay, we'll do that. Kradan says Red Ones is bonkers. Ward says fascinating concepts. Toohey's is just solid, which makes it kind of the least interesting to talk about. IMO. That's true.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Toohey did some weird stuff because there was a lot of hybridization in that as well. I mean, Alien 3 stuck a lot towards doing hybridization and different crossbreeds of the alien, yeah. But so he did more drafts, and there's the Larry Ferguson one, which isn't out there yet. So Larry Ferguson rewrote Ward's, the first draft of Ward's as well. And then he also wrote the first draft of the one that would become the film. Because he tried to reconcile what Ward had done and what Toei had done. Nope, pooped. I'm down. JM says, do we know why the DH Press Predator books haven't had a re-release yet? Titan re-released AVP and Alien, but no Predator. No, we do not. We are as befuddled as everybody else is, because those are the one that people want. Yeah.
Yeah, like those are two of the best Predator books ever written.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The Alien ones weren't even that, well liked. But they came out.
Predan. It's Predan. A Murder of Androids.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Like the pros.
Yeah.
Because they out to murder ya.
Well, it depends on when in the franchise we are.
How can I be of service?
Sam, was it Samuel in Isolation?
Lost Alpha? Samuels.
Yeah, I loved Samuels. I was so glad he didn't end up being a
baddie.
A baddie.
But he still had his moments, like, where he's just like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah,
and
but
he
I
just,
love that.
Destroys the other android. I'm like, oh shit.
I absolutely love that moment.
I did too. I thought it was great. But yeah, he's probably one of my favorite android characters in the Alien franchise. I was a little sorry that he died halfway through the game, but it made sense for the arc of his character, I guess.
Yeah.
Alien Isolation is just so good, man. I would love
Such
to see
a
that
good game.
remastered. Because it still holds up. Like,
Yeah.
ray tracing with that? I mean, are you kidding me? Caleb says a foot massage of androids.
Well, I suppose that depends how high up in the organisation you are.
There we are, sir. Nice and clean.
Do you comprehend the significance of these ruins? What you risk unleashing?
See, Mitch agrees. Samuel fucking rocks.
Predan says, speaking of Isolation, are you guys planning on doing a Let's Play for that? I like the streams that Corporal Hicks did a while back and would love you guys playing it together. Yeah, that would be cool. We could, like...
Alternate.
Yeah, we could alternate between chapters or something.
Oh, balls,
I mean,
Tom.
that would be hard to do with the stream, though. I mean, maybe we could just do, like, one day we do one of us, the next day we do the other, and just go through the campaign.
Yeah. We all know the VR playthrough would be the most. He's added an extra.
That might be a bit much to juggle the streams in VR. I mean, people have done it, but those people are usually like the streamers that have like a support crew, the big time streamers.
They're the actual professionals, not these rank amateurs.
Yeah, Sizzy Bubbles and I just the other day were watching a Halloween special of Oni Plays, which is a Let's Player, or a group of Let's Players we like to watch. And they were doing Five Nights at Freddy's VR for their Halloween thing.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm sure they had support guys managing their stream while they were in VR.
So Douglas says the book should restore the aliens as menacing threats, something that inspires shock and awe. And I feel recently the Xenos aren't pictured in such a way; they seem more like predictable animals. So, you know, that was the one nice thing I actually had to say about Colony War, was how the author had described the aliens a lot in them. Because I thought he'd done a very good job of, you know, making them sound like actual demonic hell beasts.
Yeah, I remember you quoting him in your review, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I read it myself. The descriptions were great. It's just a shame about all the other stuff in the book.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get some...
I've got one.
Some power cores here. Okay.
And we just need one more.
Esther, we were created to protect humans.
Oh, we've got some heavies coming down there. Pee off. Go away, alien. Not aliens. Synthetics.
Yeah. Okay, his.
Oh, there's some behind us.
Okay, another power core. I'm grabbing it.
Well, that just got me my weekly.
Okay, got it. On my way.
I got you covered.
Let's see how many I need.
That should be it. That should be it.
Oh, I only need 4. Well, let's keep killing them because I need 4 elite synthetic.
Alright, well, I'll let
If it
you.
gets
I'll let
too
you
crazy,
take
we can
him.
shut it down.
There's one over here nearly dead.
Okay, let me go get him.
Alpha got him. Oh no, another one's just spawned over here.
Where?
Yeah, right in front of me.
Does he count? The flame
Yes.
one? No, he doesn't. Oh wait, no, he's not dead yet. Oh, Alpha killed him too. Damn it.
There's another heavy over here up top.
Okay, he counted. Yeah. Tom, you were right. If you're still here.
Why Abaddon says you can both stream the Gauntlet mode, see how you can outlast the others in Survivor mode. What's Gauntlet mode?
That's the one where you play as Axel and you keep choosing like the different challenges.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you gotta play that one. It's super hard, and I never got very far, but it's fun. All right, let's just get out of here.
Do you want me to just activate it?
Well, no, let me get this guy.
Mitch says, do we know if this developer is planning any more expansions? I assume you're talking about Cold Iron for this.
We do. but we
Stuff
can't
is
say.
gonna happen. There's another one near me.
Okay,
How many more do you need?
3.
Is it a team one or is it just you personally? I can never remember.
Just me personally.
Did you get him? No, I think
Oh,
Alpha got him.
got 2 more. No, I got him.
Oh, okay.
So now I need 2 more. I'm gonna have to heal again soon.
There's another one there,
I'm like very low health.
and there's another one down at the bottom. Come on, he's nearly dead. Behind us.
Okay, I need 1 more.
There's a heavy up top here.
Yeah.
Go on, finish
Okay,
him.
got
Finish
it.
him.
Got it. Hit the button.
I'm on it.
For your own safety, do not delve further into these ruins. Ready to back up.
Something wrong. She is gone. It is over.
Credan's going. Alright, I've got to go now. Thanks for the content you put up. Really helped keeping my sanity intact. No worries, Credan. Thanks for joining us and speak to you on the boards.
Yep. Thanks for coming by.
White Abaddon says that's salvage mode, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was the gauntlet.
And
The one where you
then...
start. Like,
what? There's still one knocking around.
what? That's never happened before. Maybe it's just
That'll
with
be
the
because of the challenge card. Yeah.
Alright, so our talk of a potential Monica collectible. Let's do that one. Take on
Hang
Monica.
on. I'd love to. Joe says I'd love to see you guys do a concrete jungle playthrough. Yeah, it's on the agenda.
Yeah, we just got to get a legitimate copy of the game working.
And White Abaddon says Gauntlet mode is where it randomizes the survivor mission. Sounds a bit like permanent death. If you die, you have to start the gauntlet again. That sounds horrendous. I've never really done very well on the survivor ones.
Yeah, we haven't tried the one on this one, the hardcore mode.
No, I haven't tried hardcore. That's the permadeath one, isn't it? Right, I need to change my bloody Lancer perk because I do not like that.
Be right back. 2 minutes.
Right, what we're gonna do? What are we gonna do? Where's Lancer? Lancer is here. Is that in modifiers there? That's in modifiers, yeah, so... I meant to not have... Here we go with that one. Okay. Alright, so it's a Monica collectible, please. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the Monica mission next. So how have we been doing? No robot sounds. Joe, would you like to see a video game adaptation of Prey? I think it could be interesting, especially if you followed like a sort of Tomb Raider reboot kind of approach to it with the bow and arrow and the survival sort of aspect of it. I think it could be interesting. And White Abaddon says, I've completed all the Survivor missions the first time I started Lost Contact at Axel. Salvage mission, I was traumatised. Most of the stream was trying to beat the final segment. The aliens were relentless. Yeah, the difficulty of the Survivor missions actually seemed a lot more harder than the base game, I thought. So, which is why I don't think I ever really got through many of them other than the first one, which was Basement. I definitely beat Basement because I did it at one of the Eurogamer Expo events before the game came out, and they had like a little scoreboard, and if you managed to do it within all the, you know, if you managed to kick somebody else off the scoreboard, they give you a t-shirt, and I managed to get one of those, which I was very happy about. And
yeah, bought the festive hat just in case we do a holiday stream.
Okay.
No robots at all today, Sizzy says. Yes, that's great.
So it was Shadowplay then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Get your shit together, NVIDIA.
Well, it was something that seemed to have been reported from a long time ago. Alright, so let me just check my consumables.
I think I want to be Gunner. There you go.
Okay, let's go and get some.
Get some today.
Heard the new track by Left Up.
And
Anything
let us
not on the
take out
racks,
Monica.
I can pull out of cargo form.
Does that sound good to you, or do you want to do? Do you want to do the restock turrets?
No, we can do the Monica mission, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I've got some cryo grids. Okay, cool. Make sure I've done that properly.
Let me do some. Let me do some challenge card gambling here. See if I can get us. See if I can get us some extra credits.
That's just as my
here.
backroom. All requisitions come with free corn.
Alright, do I need to purchase anything? We've got all the weapons.
You could just do tactical cam. That's 1.5 credits.
I
no?
hate that. I hate it. That's all the attachments got.
Do you have like any extra credits, extra experience ones?
Great thing with so long as your rep's good.
I will have a look in a
think we can come to an
second.
arrangement.
Oh, boring. Boring. What am I looking for? What cards we've got? Okay. What are you after?
Like
Credits.
bonus situation, credits and experience.
Adrenaline Junkie. 2.25 experience and credits. Your health is reduced by 80%. Oh, by 80%. So I'll leave us on 20. But rapidly regenerates after not taking any damage for a few seconds. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little risky. I mean, maybe we could pull it off on standard.
So, beautiful butterflies. All runners are now spawned as weaker prowlers, and all maintenance synths are spawned as synth guards.
How much is that?
2.5 credits.
Sure, we can try that one.
Okay.
Just do it on standard.
Okay, so priority 1, rescue. To start it up.
Honecker is somewhere up on Katunga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide from all the Xenos aboard. Our mission hasn't changed. Find him, get him out alive.
Gunner and Lancer. Oh, I need a cryo grid. Let's back out real quick.
There you go.
Buy some cryo grids.
So White Abaddon, you mean you were streaming that playthrough? Okay. And Mitch says, I love the challenge card that turns everything into sprites. I don't think I've seen that one. I've not paid attention to it.
What's that one called?
Boop.
Is that one of the new ones?
I don't know. Mitch, what's that one called? Did they put the Prometheus? Not Prometheus, Nostromo spacesuit in this? I can't remember.
Not like the big white one, if that's what you're thinking.
That's the one I'm thinking.
They did the Nostromo flight suit. Caleb says, Aru? Aru? Uwu? Oh, that's Xander. Where's Xander at? Supposed to be simping for us.
It's probably a gym. Alright, have you got him? You ready?
Well, I want to know what the challenge card is.
Well,
that sounds fun. That sounds awesome. Sprites? Like, really? All right, screw it. We'll just do this one, and if we can find the name of that one, we'll do it next.
Okay.
Let's do it real quick though.
Alright, well, queue's up.
Okay.
Mitch says it makes the game look like retro. Let me look it up.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it just makes everything look pixelated. I don't think it changes the Xenos to sprites. I think it just makes everything look overly pixelated. I thought it looked not that great myself. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Do 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 do.
Ready to go.
Honecker is somewhere up on Katunga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide from all the Xenos aboard. Our mission hasn't changed. Find him, get him out alive.
A retro cam challenge card.
Yeah, Susie Boba says it's like a VHS kind of filter.
Is that different to the
Tactical cam?
tactical
Yeah,
cam? Okay.
it is.
Honecker, you out there? Staff Sergeant Herrera, Colonial Marines.
Of course he's out there.
Caleb and Mike and I have been playing a little bit. Oh wow, there's a lot of problems.
Yes. That was a bit more than I was expecting.
Caleb and Mike and I have been playing a bit of Ghostbusters. It's been fun. I don't think it's gonna hook me like Hunting Grounds did, but it's fun enough.
I don't like Ghostbusters anywhere near enough to.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a Ghostbusters fan, I'd be pretty into it. But
Clear. Listen, to get to me, you'll have to go through the network security.
I feel betrayed. Sizzy says, "Oh boy, it's my favourite level," and Mitch says it's because
Busy
he's
lights
old.
on. Yeah.
I locked down the deck.
Do you mean that, Mitch? Do you mean you're old is why you like VHS?
Did you hear explosions just now?
Just the sound of bugs meeting the bottom of a combat boot.
Did you see the Avatar 2 trailer?
Yes, yes, I
The
did.
new one?
Hmm? Yeah, the new one.
I think it looks quite awesome. I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm gonna go watch it, but I wouldn't say I was excited for it. I've got to be honest. I'm sorry. I was never really that impressed with the original Avatar.
Oh, I still think, as far as the CG is confirmed, it's one of the most impressive to me. I think it's held up. And just the water simulation physics in the trailer for the new one, like, I don't know, I'm stoked. It's also interesting to see, like, there's strands of DNA of previous works of James Cameron, I think, in
I'm glad you're here.
Avatar.
I
Like, the
can see all
original
my monitors now.
had a lot of aliens type stuff. Like, you had the Burke guy, right? You had the control center looked like it was straight out of Hadley's Hope.
Oh, for sure. It looked like a natural sort of evolution of a lot of the previous projects.
As well as, you know, you have stuff like the exosuits too, right? Stuff James Cameron did before.
Yeah.
And the trailer for the new one, it's like, kind of makes me think of The Abyss a little bit with some of the more submersible stuff going on. And
Well, Cameron is obsessed with the ocean, isn't he? And
Yeah.
oceanography. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go watch it for sure.
Left side, watch the ceiling.
I'm just not massively excited for it. There's not really much I'm terribly excited for at the minute, to be honest, film-wise.
yeah, I'm definitely more excited for games right now, like the Dead Space remake.
Oh yes, and
Callisto
Callisto.
Protocol, yeah. Resident Evil 4 remake for me.
I still need to play through Scorn. I haven't booted that up yet.
It's tricky. It's like a puzzle game. I mean, there's some combat, but there's a lot more puzzle solving than I would have expected.
Well, it was like that in the demo, if I remember rightly.
It was, but it's even more so in the final game. Sizzy Bubble says, I'm very impressed with the first one. I guess she means Avatar. They literally created a living, working ecosystem from scratch. Yeah, and I know the story was criticized for being like Dances of Wolves in Space, right? But I mean, how many movies have we seen where it's a similar story to what we've seen before? That was what made the movie interesting, was the world that was created. And now we'll be seeing a whole different biome of it with lots of different animals. Yeah, and even more human technology too, now that the RDA has a much bigger presence on Pandora.
Sorry.
Yeah, so White Baden says Doom Part 2 is out next year. That I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, yeah. Part 1 was my movie of the year when it came out, so
Any arrests?
I'll be looking forward to that as
It's
well.
one of the best books I've ever read as well.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Although I've only read the first one, I daren't read the others. Everybody tells me they're terrible.
I heard the second one was good. What was it? Children of Dune?
Yeah. And then I think it's Messiah.
And then God Emperor, right? Or
I'm
maybe
not sure.
further down the line. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Joe says we should stream Scorn. We are planning on.
That's not an alien game, Aaron. There's no licensed alien on it.
No, it's obviously DNA.
I see.
It's not going to let me want you to stream friggin' Call of Duty.
I'm so gonna. Well, you said I could stream the Call of Duty Predator,
Yeah.
Trying to get at me. I rigged the pipes.
but I'm so gonna stream Dead by Daylight if that ends up happening.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure we'll all end up buying that one. Well, I mean, I'll end up buying that one if it happens.
D-Bubble says, time for worm.
I don't understand the reference.
Well, Dune is the reference.
Oh, worm. Okay.
It's time for the worm in the Dune movies.
My brain had already moved on from that. I have the attention span of a gnat. Or a goldfish.
A little bit better than a gnat. Oh!
Exploding Xenos.
I mean, they all explode, kind of, I guess. But, you know, whatever.
I think it's jammed.
That's something I've never liked. An obsession over making exploding ones different.
Caleb says, the font they used for Dune marketing kept me imagining the title was Dunk. Because it had the little planet as the
Yeah. Or was it Dunk for Duncan Idaho?
Ain't those Seegson robots?
Yeah, did you think
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
what he
Seegson
says.
used to own Katanga.
Oh, okay. Fair
She
enough.
beat you to that.
God
to
damn
that
it.
one.
And Caleb says he's looking forward to Dunk too.
Xenos, front and back, circle up.
Ah!
Ooh, a whole bunch of prowlers.
A murder. A gaggle.
A swarm. Aliens would be a swarm.
Yeah, but
Right.
I don't want it to be. I want it to be something different.
Or a horde.
Sizzy says she was swift with the comedy this time. And Joe says, does anybody like the David Lynch Dune? I love it, it's so weird. Yeah, I've always liked the Lynch film.
120 below zero.
I've always
I
enjoyed
was
it.
personally not much of a fan. I thought it was kind of a snoozer myself. Though I haven't watched it in more recent years, so maybe with fresh eyes I would have more of an appreciation for it. But I just thought the pacing was just... It was a slog for me, compared to the new one especially.
Oh, the new one's like is better, but...
I mean, even David Lynch kind of disowned it, like he took his name off of it.
Yeah, but, you know, Fincher also doesn't like Alien 3, and you
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny it is a cult classic. And there's things about it that are really cool, for sure. A box in here.
That's it. Just attach it to the valve in the pump room.
Where have you found the... Oh, in there. Did you just get the wheel?
A valve. Yeah.
Yeah. Sizzy says a business of xenomorph. White Abaddon says a posse of prowlers.
Oh,
Behind you!
Assistance required.
these prowlers, it's only one button press to get free of, though.
Your lungs won't freeze on the way
Oh,
in.
I need to get some cover here.
In theory.
Oh. Ah!
It's already getting red hot in there. Hold fast, fire team.
You need to heal.
Yep, doing so.
I got you covered. Beta was just stood there. A collective of xenomorphs. I'm still sad we never got the Star Trek versus Aliens.
Like you're banging in the
Yeah,
guts.
that would have been so cool.
Well, I'm not sure it would have been cool, but I was interested to see it.
I think one of the artists posted some additional covers for it.
Oh, didn't Tristan do some covers for it? I remember.
I don't know if Tristan did.
Oh, on me. There's some behind us. No, there isn't.
Oh.
On the left, from the ducts.
Nice.
I think I might go shopping online tomorrow and finally find them. I want me a Prowler
That
figure.
one.
Yeah.
Spider one's really cool too.
I was gonna get one of the brown higher aliens warriors, but it's a pre-order for next year.
There's one Xeno that
It's odd.
I keep seeing.
They haven't had any new announcements in a while either. I hope they haven't lost
Maybe I'm
things.
just
This is where it's all going to. Who is it who does the Star Wars? Is it Hasbro?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it's all going to Hasbro.
the server core.
I don't know. I mean,
And we all cry.
20th Century Studios is working with McFarlane on Avatar figures. So.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to it going back to McFarlane's.
Yeah, I think that's the logical choice. If they were to
Launch
go
disengaged.
do a 7-inch line, you know, they have the experience. They were the first to do like the adult Alien and Predator collectibles.
Yeah, the movie Maniacs. Do you still have yours?
Yeah, I still have some of them.
I think a bunch of mine ended up being thrown away.
Oh.
Well, the problem with those ones was they used to get dead loose, and fall over and break. But I remember being so excited about those early movie Maniacs. I think it was wave 5 and 6 before they got their own dedicated lines. I remember going to pick up the movie Maniacs Hicks before I went to watch AVP at the cinema. Picked up Thrill of the Hunt as well from the same comic book place that I still go to this day.
Nice. I actually got a recent Avatar comic that was by the same writer who did 3 World War.
It was Randy Stradley who did 3 World War.
Oh, sorry. Thicker Than Blood.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah.
She's here. Monica, get out of there. Gone.
Monica's like, nope.
I ain't up for that. Yeah, Thicker Than Blood was so good. I loved that comic.
Yeah.
And Jeremy was such a great bloke to talk to.
That one knows me.
It was such a nice
And we
end for Dark Horse doing AVP,
Yeah.
you know, as like a bookend to the original comic that they did, because it was one of the best AVP comics they had ever done, in my opinion.
No, I completely agree.
the one it came out of.
So yeah, I'm excited for Marvel to start AVP again, because AVP don't get
Bandus.
enough love, and I may be an Alien and a Predator fan, but first and foremost, I'm an AVP fan, I think, more so.
Oh boy, when you sit down to start reading Rift War.
What, will I be into it, you think?
Oh god, no. Well, I hope not.
I
Fucking
thought you
hate.
liked Rift War.
No, I did not like Rift War. That's the one that I've just put down and I can't get back into.
Oh, not Rift War. Sorry, I was thinking Rage War for
Oh
some
no,
reason.
no, I like Rage War.
good.
White Abaddon makes a good point here. The closest thing to an Alien and Star what Trek crossover we'll get is that the Kenner evac fighters in the film in Star Trek Generations. Do you remember Generations very well?
Been a while since I've seen that in the movie.
Yeah, so it's the one where Picard gets stuck in the Nexus and he has this
Yeah.
imaginary family scene at Christmas.
Yep, I remember.
One of his kids gets the evac fighter
Really?
as a present.
I've never
yeah.
noticed that. That's awesome. I'll have to rewatch the movie now. First Contact was always my favorite of the Next Gen movies, but I did
yeah.
like Generations a lot. I
To-
thought Malcolm McDowell did a great job.
Oh
as
yeah.
Owen.
To be fair, the only Star Trek films I haven't liked very well have been the first one's kind of a slog, but it's not terrible. But
Didn't they do a remastered version recently?
yes,
that came out in
4K director's cut. Final Frontier was a bit bleh, but the really bad ones were Into Darkness. It was just god awful, and the reboot falls apart when you put any thought into it.
I mean, everything J.J. Abrams touches is pretty much terrible.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let us hope he never finds his way to the Alien franchise. I think he's still in hiding after the Rise of Skywalker, but whenever I see things like Bad Robot doing a Silent Hill project, I'm like, can you just leave franchises alone? Can you just, like...
Leave the things you love alone.
You've obviously proven that you cannot do them.
That's alright, isn't Kurtzman now doing some Star Wars stuff?
Is he?
I think so. They announced him doing a new film, I'm sure they did. It was Kurtzman or the other one.
Or you mean Star Trek?
No, Star Wars.
Yeah, wasn't Quentin Tarantino going to do a new Star Trek?
There was talk about it, but they can't seem to get a new film going. But it's fine though, because Strange New Worlds was just fantastic, and so is Lower Decks.
But do you feel like Star Trek has recovered after the JJ movies in terms of like the fandom and stuff?
I doubt. It's like Star Wars. I doubt those fandoms are ever going to be massively
Happy.
Yeah. I mean, like I was willing.
Mandalorian in Star Wars.
Oh, well, Mandalorian's great, yeah, and Andor's doing well, and Tales.
Yeah.
She's back. She's coming for me.
She's down already.
Yeah. Right. Got her as soon as she came through the door.
Well, she took a lance beam and some mines.
Yeah. I wasted a bunch of mines because didn't even take all of them.
Wyatt Abaddon agrees with you, by the way. First Contact is Chef's Kiss.
Yep.
Yeah, I love First Contact too.
I think with the original cast, probably The Undiscovered Country is my favorite.
That or
Wrath
Rathacon.
It. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I always like The Voyage Home.
Oh no, I like Voyage Home. I like that whole trilogy quite a lot.
I've always thought Rathacon was kind of overrated.
Oh, you shut your mouth. I actually got to see that in the cinema recently for the first time.
Oh yeah.
That was brilliant. We've done it.
It's over.
Woo!
Oh, just in time actually.
Finally.
My board's clear. Collect our man.
Alright, come on, let's see you. You stay out here for a sec, hang on. Take a lance beam! Ah! Honeka's invulnerable!
Hates Honeka.
Nah, I like him in the game. I hate him in the book. You may enter.
We started a bit late, so we have time for one of the other game modes real quick.
Do you want to do a turrets quick?
New plan coming.
Yeah.
Co, let's
Okay.
talk.
Boop.
Got a whole 2,000 credits for that. Nice.
Sizzy Bubble says, I feel like Hicks has a backlog of slaps for you, Ridgetop.
He certainly
Well.
does. He keeps his slaps in order for me.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that, you know. There's been some disappointment lately.
Oh, well, I'm getting that done today.
I'll believe it when it fucking happens.
It'll happen.
I don't want to...
First stream with no robot voice, Joe says. We've managed to avoid it a couple times before, but it's nice that we won't have to worry about it anymore, for sure.
We're
You want
buying
to see us
anything.
all on camera? Should we get on green screen? Should we get our streamer game going and have, you know?
Oh god, no. No. Don't be disgusting.
I'm just kidding.
That's a whole level of vanity I'll never understand when it
And that
comes
for
to...
valve and back. Nobody eats that shit.
I think I tried it once for some reactionary type. It might have been one of the Alien Isolation VR things that I attempted to do.
Yeah, I think it was that. I think.
And then you couldn't see it because it was too dark because I turned all the lights off. Are you buying some goodies?
Maybe. Should we just do point defense or should we do restock turrets?
No, let's do point defense. Yeah, a bit quicker.
We haven't done that in a while. Restock turrets is the most fun, but we'll do point defense because now you can use cards on all of them. That used to not be the case.
Boop boop. I think this is probably the first stream I've done in ages. Been the cameraman. I hope it's not been terrible viewing.
LV-895 is at its closest approach to the gas giant.
What do you want? Do you want money? Do we get monies from this? I can't remember.
The ruins from quakes, but Xenos
So,
attack
yeah.
when they turn on.
Because we can play a card.
Or
game.
would this be better?
Ruins,
Powerful enemies are considerably weaker because we tend to get a bit overwhelmed with the crushers and stuff in this, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. So you're going to be Lancer. Maybe I should be Technician. Let's see.
Bum ba bum ba bum.
Okay, I will be Technician.
Okay. Bum ba bum. Can you change in the thingy menu? No. I was never really that big of a fan of this mode, to be honest.
Engineer things keep landquakes from damaging the ruins. The Xenos busted them.
Yeah, me neither. I thought the restock turrets was the first one that really kind of got me. I was like, oh, this is good.
Sizzy says Alpha is ready to stand in the way and throw random grenades. It's the effort that counts. That's what I was always told.
Whoa, you okay? We'll find another
Oh, they fixed the frame rate drop on that.
Any resupply
That's
will come by
good.
airdrop.
I said that's good.
Yeah. Should we get it going?
Yeah.
Esther says the company terminal can do a remote restart.
Activate the geo
Monster
stabilizers.
inbound to your position. Get ready.
Which one though? Which one?
Site Charlie, Xenos coming in.
Come on,
At
Alpha.
least one object working. Perigee lasts at least 12 minutes. You can restart any that get taken out.
Alpha with the late grenade there for me. Did you get the Kenner runner figure as well?
Site Charlie, Xenos coming in.
Which one?
The runner. Did you get the runner as well as the crusher?
The Kenner one?
Yeah, not Kenner, NECA. And not crusher,
Yes.
I mean Prowler.
Yeah, I got all the Aliens Fireteam Elite figures.
Has Wave 2 come out yet for you?
Yep.
You get all the good stuff. Did you come to Forbidden Planet when you came over here? I can't remember.
I did. Yeah, we went there.
Was that before we went to see Apes?
Yeah. Well, was it? Yeah, it was. It was that Saturday, I think, because we went back to the Madame Tussauds a second time, and then we went to that other exhibit at the Barbican, I think.
Yes.
And then I think we got something to eat, and then we did, and then we went to Forbidden Planet. Yeah. Something like that. I liked Forbidden Planet. I thought that was really cool.
I was gonna say, was there a good selection when you came?
Yeah, it was like 2 stories. It was a really good-sized geek store. If you ever come to LA, there's one I'll take you to called Things from Another World.
See the
That
equipment cabinet in
is
the
one I
corner?
like to go to.
You can access
Okay,
that to
sounds good.
requisition supplies.
Sizzy says, what weapon skins are you guys favouring these days?
You gotta make that shit last.
I like
Weapon
skins. I like my
What
geodesic.
are these rocks falling down here? That's weird. I just like to go with good old gray and black. That's how I do. Alright, time to put down some turrets. Gonna at least have 2 on each one.
Okay. How many have you got? Because I've got some.
Distinctly more rocks dropping than I remember on this.
Well, I guess the geo isn't stable enough. I've dropped 1 at A. And drop a cryo grid. Here too.
I think we're good to start.
Did you drop any at C? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1 from the looks of it. I'll drop another one. Alright, where's he attacking?
Sounds like Alpha. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a
Pressure.
not many, are they?
Yeah.
Xenos in Site Alpha.
What she's saying, eh? Okay, now they're coming.
Oops.
We're gonna surge at sea.
Just gonna heal up C.
I'm back to A.
Back to A.
Perimeter alert. Object Bravo.
Getting our cardio in.
Yeah, keep shifting. Gonna repair B before it goes down.
You got
Oh,
Patrol.
letting me repair it.
It's probably because it's under attack.
Okay, it's being repaired. Nope, still under
Praetorian's
attack.
down. Now we've got some coming.
Take a breath before the next wave.
What we got? Cryo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is a lot more unstable now. I agree with you. I wonder if they've just upped that. You're dropping turrets at both again. Well, all of them, I guess it is. That one's nearly dead. I'll drop another one here. C's fine. You don't need to drop any at C.
Whoa, yeah, it's like I'm getting frame drops from it.
No, it's not getting in my way this time. Come on then, where we're going.
Charlie's about to be hit.
Oh, I haven't heard back from that guy yet, by the way.
Okay.
The memoir.
Wave approaching Site Bravo.
Oh, okay.
Dino is heading for Object Alpha.
Might have to finally split up a little bit.
Okay. I will run through Beta then. Bravo, sorry.
Bravo's really being messed up.
You've got a warrior incoming as well. They gave up on it. It's fine, we can bring it back on. We can bring it back on.
Rebooting.
I'll try and cover it.
Seeing a pulse from Object Bravo.
And the Alpha.
Come on.
Object Charlie's about to be hit.
When do we lose? If all of them go down or just...
Yeah, that's if all of them go down.
Confirmed restart of Object Alpha.
I'm heading to C.
It's good to go again. I suspect they'll be taking B after C. Do you need help at C?
I think we're okay for the minute.
Power loss. Object Charlie.
Reviving C.
Threat incoming. Site Bravo. Object Wave inbound at Site
So we're going to do AVP2 next week?
Either that or isolation.
We'll do AVP2.
Alright.
I'm heading back to Alpha.
Your Bravo defended.
Dino's wasted Object Alpha.
I like how good we are hands-wise, though, to be able to repair all this stuff. Yeah, there's a Praetorian at A.
Good night. Sister.
Now there is a reviving 8.
Object
Repairing
Alpha
8.
restored.
Oh.
Code setting us on the deck. Gather up and mark the LZ.
That was not too tough.
Yeah, that was a nice little end, I think.
Nathan Williams says, any word on a Prey sequel or another Predator historical anthology movie? Nope. No No hearing of that quite yet. Taylor says I'd be happy with a Prey Blu-ray at this point.
I think we're fairly confident something was happening though, with Dan's reluctance to talk about certain things when he was on the podcast recently. I think something's happening.
I'm sure conversations have been had.
Especially with the reception that Prey's had. You know, hugely positive reception. Right. I think we're done, aren't we? Yeah, I got a new site there.
Thank you all for joining us today. You can always find us at avpgalaxy.net or on our social channels on all the major social media networks.
Indeed.
So yeah, thanks for joining us.
See you next
Sunday.
I've got to remember what I've bound. Oh, I think it's that. Oh no. Oh, I think I bound it to the wrong thing there.